All right, blue target at 10 yards, 22 mag. We're just gonna work our way back to 50. See if we can make hits back to 50 yards with 22 mag. So pretty easy, straightforward. Move back. That's where it landed. Okay, 20 yards, second shot, here we go. Same spot, almost right on top of the other one. 30 yards, I definitely don't want to have to make this shot if I don't have to. But 30 yards, still one-handed. See what we got. All right, let's move back to 40. Okay, back at 40 yards, still shooting one-handed. Let's see if we can make a hit here. Got a hit, caught the right edge barely. 50 yards, last shot, see if I can get a hit on here. Here's a hit. Oh, barely caught it, looks like low red. Just go take a look at the hits. All right, let's take a look at these hits. So 10 yards is right there, 20 yards. Here's what at 30 yards. And I had a couple misses at 30 yards until I kind of got my bearings of where to hold. 40 yards, 50 yards. And I had a miss at 50 before I got that hit. So it's doable. Do I want to take a 30+ yard shot with a 22 mag? No. Welcome back to Wiseman Company, gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Smith & Wesson 351C in 22 mag. This is double action only. First thing to address is the big why. Why did I buy this? This really isn't my speed. If you watch the channel for a while, I've done reviews on revolvers in the past. I don't carry one regularly, but in recent months, and I've been putting it off, honestly, I have found myself needing a smaller profile gun, something easy to carry, something I can slip in a pocket, in a backpack, in a fanny pack. And I've had experience with the J-Frames in the past. Like them a lot. I think they set the bar when it comes to small revolvers. Another question would be, why 22 mag? 7 rounds in this gun, which is better than the typical 5 or even 6 you get in some of the J-Frames. I like having 7 rounds. 22 mag does kind of leave you lacking in the power genre, but it's nothing to sneeze at. There's a lot of good data out there on 22 Magnum. Go check out Lucky Gunner. Their YouTube channel has done a couple videos on 22 mags and J-Frames in general. They got some good data on their website. Again, 22 mag is nothing to sneeze at. It's a capable round. Shot placement is everything, obviously. You're pushing over 1,000 feet per second coming out of this just under 2-inch barrel. You're getting the FBI penetration that you would typically need, which is I think 12 to 15 inches in their gel. And again, you're getting 7 rounds instead of 5. So capability-wise, as far as J-Frames go, it's right there. 22 mag is easy to shoot, low recoil. That's another reason why I got this particular one. My mom was interested in it. My wife was a potential candidate for carrying this. So 22 mag, it had some benefits that outweighed the 38 specials. So this is where we're at. Let's go into some of the application of it and details. All right, real quick, let's cover some specs on this gun. Let's check out weight. That was part of the appeal here. We're looking at 11.5 ounces, 11.49. I think it's advertised at 11.4 ounces. So very lightweight. Again, part of the appeal there. Very small profile. Sights, you're looking at an XS big dot up front and a trench here in the rear. As you saw from the beginning of the video, sights are pretty well regulated if you know what you're doing. You do have to sync that down into that trench nice and good to make sure you're getting hits at closer distances, otherwise you'll be shooting over the top. And then as you get back, you need to kind of aim higher because that 22 mag is losing velocity quickly. There's your latch for your cylinder. Again, 7 rounds. And as far as defense goes, I run Spear gold dots in there. I believe these are 40 grainers. And they're pushing 1,100 feet per second out of this little barrel. Not too bad. Trigger. I did a lot of research on this gun before I bought it. And the trigger was one of the big negatives, everyone said, because the trigger is heavy. Because as you're shooting 22, you need to make sure that hammer is hitting the back of that rim very, very hard with authority, and the trigger is heavy. I honestly don't think it's that bad. It's a very smooth trigger, and I feel like it has lightened up and gotten smoother as I've shot it. Typical Smith & Wesson triggers usually pan out good on the revolvers. Again, it's heavy. My mom used it, my wife used it, no issues for them pulling the trigger. So yeah, it's on the heavy side, but it's definitely doable. Rubber grips here in the back, nothing too crazy. There's a lot of aftermarket support for the J-frames. So if you didn't like these rubberized grips, you could switch to G10, something like that. Or maybe even more of an extended grip where you can get your pinky on it. I'm gonna keep these rubber grips on here. They're perfectly fine and very comfortable to shoot. Oy. 247, less than ideal. It's not so much the gun's fault as it is the delivery and the stowing of the gun, i.e. the holster, back pocket, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it, where it's coming from. That's what's slowing me down. Okay, next let's talk about application and range. When am I going to pick up this gun to use it? When am I going to carry it? What kind of ranges are realistic? And honestly, across the board with this type of handgun, you need to have realistic expectations. As targets increase in distance or decrease in size, this gun becomes less and less ideal, comparatively speaking to a full-size 9mm or mid-size 9mm handgun. As you saw at the beginning of the video, yes, I can get hits back to 50 yards. They're not quick. There's some misses in there. There's a lot of velocity bleeding off that 22 Magnum round. It's just not ideal after 30 yards. Now, 10 yards and in with 2 targets or less, I feel completely confident using this handgun. It is not useless. It's going to create the space I need. 2 targets or less, say there's 2 targets, that's 3 rounds on one, 4 on the other, and I can do it fairly quickly. Keep in mind, this gun right here is for a very specific role. Gym shorts, fanny pack, going to the beach, swimsuit, backpack. This is for when I need something very, very small and I absolutely can't carry what I normally carry, which is a full-size 9mm handgun or mid-size 9mm handgun. All right, let's try the back pocket. Yes, I know it's not completely concealed. Just calm down. But this will give us an idea of what the time's going to be like. I can't imagine it's going to be that much more impressive than the fanny pack. It's about a second faster. 164 total time. Reloading with this gun on the fly or in an emergency is a fantasy. It's not gonna happen. I'm not Jerry Michalik. I don't have enough time behind this gun. It's small. They do make 22 mag speed loaders. I'm not going to invest in one. 7 is what I got in the gun. 7 is what I'll fight with if I have to. So keep that in mind. Reloading this thing dynamically is not going to be realistic. And honestly, in the real world, there's not many cases where civilians do reload in an emergency, and it's documented. This just doesn't exist. We don't typically have speed reloads, tactical reloads, when we're defending ourselves on the mean streets of America. Final point on this handgun and why I bought it or how I will use it if need be is that it is to create distance. This is going to buy me time. It's going to create distance. This is not a save the day type tool. All right. It might save my ass. It might save someone around me close, but it is mainly to buy me time so I can get away. Neutralize the threat if possible, but mainly to buy time, create distance. My best ally in any situation before ever needing a firearm is awareness. Awareness is key. Pay attention, get your head out of the phone, look around you. Usually you can spot danger coming a mile away if you know what you're looking for and you're paying attention. So awareness is really the key in all situations, but particularly it needs to be on point if this is all I have. All right, guys, just wanted to do a quick video on this Smith Wesson 351C. I like shooting these type of guns. They're fun. There's something different. Even if I, don't carry it all the time, it is a fun gun to break out and shoot. Ammo is relatively inexpensive and it's a round. I like shooting revolvers. I just don't shoot them a lot. And this one will fill a role for me. I don't own any firearms that don't fill a role. So I usually sell them or get rid of them if I can't find a use for them. But I found a use for this one and it will hang around for a while. These are kind of hard to find and they are pricey. I think MSRP on these is like 750 bucks. That's MSRP though. And they can be difficult to find, but they're out there. I found this one and I got this one at AAA Guns and Ammo in Plant City. Thank you, Roy. And again, if you want to check out some more videos on this particular gun, go check out Lucky Gunner. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Lucky Gunner has a lot of good data on 22 mag J-frames and the 351C. And there's another YouTube channel called Buffalo Outdoors, and he's a good old Southern boy, and he shoots these really well, very impressively, way better than I can. He's got a lot of good data points on this type of firearm, so go check him out. I like giving you guys other references because you can do more research if you're actually interested in something like this. Don't just take my word for any of the stuff I say on here. If you're investing your money into a firearm or a tool, go check out a couple other sources and be smart about it. So guys, leave me a comment down below. I know there's a lot of revolver fans out there. Some of you carry them on the regular. Leave me a comment. Love to talk with you guys about it. Go check out wisemancompany.com. That's the best way to support us. A lot of great gear over there to help you with everyday carry, rifle stuff, nylon gear, lights, whatever you need to help you be prepared for the day. wisemancompany.com. Thank you for that support. We'll see you on the next video. See, the ejector rod doesn't always want to give them up. Sometimes it needs a little help.